Hello, today I'll introduce to you the sitcom Family Matters 1989. I'll tell you about the original names and ages of the actors and how they changed in 2022. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to support us. Alright, let's get started. Laura Winslow is played by Kelly Shannon Williams. She is the eldest daughter of Harriet and Carl Winslow and the love interest of Steve Urkel. At school, Laura was basically an ideal girl. Beautiful, popular, and getting very good grades. She often tries to do everything on her own to achieve success, which is not always the right choice. In 1989, Kelly Shannon Williams was 13 years old, and now she's 46 years old.
The whole thing is that you can have a great time at work.
Do you have any other moments that stick out to you? It's like the most iconic.
There was this show called The Quilt.
Carl Winslow is played by Reginald Val Johnson. He's the son of the late Estelle Winslow and Samuel. He's a hot-tempered person but still has a kind and humble nature. Carl is often annoyed, irritable, and is always bothered by his difficult neighbor Steve Urkel, who respects Carl very much and affectionately calls him Big Guy. In 1989, Reginald Val Johnson was 37 years old, and now he's 70 years old.
And real.
Yeah, it was.
It really was. 30 years later, where are Harriet and Carl? I think that they are where they're supposed to be right now in their lives.
Eddie Winslow is played by Darius McCrary. He's a casual NBA and NFL fan and track athlete. He is the oldest child of Carl and Harriet Winslow, and their only son until they adopted 3J in season 8. He's a high school student with the stereotypical features of a lazy high school student. In 1989, Darius McCrary was 13 years old, and now he's 46 years old.
I must say is that we are working on some things, but the public doesn't understand.
Jalil is not doing it, so no.
But no, it's not.
Is that official?
Steve Urkel is played by Jaleel White. He is the extremely annoying, nerdy, cranky, quintessential, annoying, boisterous, reckless, fanciful, clumsy, carefree, and naughty neighbor with big, thick glasses and pants water-high suspended by ropes, high-pitched nasal voices, and snorted laughter. In 1989, Jaleel White was 13 years old, and now he's 45 years old.
Gravy.
Name something people get dismissed from.
Class.
Name a body part a pirate might be missing.
A leg.
Name something you...
Richie Crawford is played by Bratton James. He's the only son of Robert and Rachel Crawford. Robert died before Richie was born, which in part led Rachel to move into the Winslow family. He's a typical mischievous kid and often idolizes Steve. In fact, due to the nerd's frequent visits and unrelenting love for Laura, Richie calls him Uncle Steve. In 1990, Bratton James was 4 years old, and now he's 36 years old.
He really incredible did. Parents, and also I had amazing on-screen parents because I didn't have one day on set when I was growing up that I...
Harriet Winslow is played by Jo Mary Payton. She is Carl's wife, Rachel's older sister, and Eddie, Laura, and Judy's biological mother. Harriet is a very conservative and strong-willed woman. Harriet is very reluctant to tell people what they want to hear, as she is very direct and forthright about her feelings. In 1989, Jo married Payton was 39 years old, and now she's 72 years old.
Really felt that I needed to care for her, And when Rachel moved in with us, with her son, and it was just the two of us, it was my job as her older sister.
Estelle Mother Winslow is played by Rosetta Lenoir. She is the mother of Carl Winslow and his 4 brothers. Estelle is a very wise woman and always protects her grandchildren. She is friends with Steve Urkel throughout the series and adores him like a grandson. In 1989, Rosetta Lenoir was 78 years old, and it was with great sadness that she passed away on March 17, 2002 at the age of 90 due to complications of diabetes.
It has been good to me to have me work, because I'll be 82 years old in August, to have me so that I can still work, because this is where my salary has been going.
Rachel Crawford is played by Thelma Hopkins. She is Harriet's attractive and widowed sister. She moved in with the Winslow shortly after her husband, Robert, died. She is the mother of Richard Ritchie Crawford and the daughter of Jimmy Baines. As a beginner singer, she is also a writer and an entrepreneur, opening Rachel's Place. In 1989, Thelma Hopkins was 41 years old, and now she's 74 years old.
Love being involved from home, but I was a little nervous about whether or not I could keep up the pace. Last thing I want to be is the one to say,
Waldo Geraldo Faldo is played by Sean Harrison. He's friends with Eddie Winslow and the Winslow quintessential nerd neighbor Steve Urkel. Waldo's most famous trait is his ignorance and uncanny ability to misinterpret a simple question, comment, or directive. In 1990, Sean Harrison was 17 years old, and now he's 48 years old.
Sometimes I'm not that, but sometimes I am, because like most people, I wear a lot of different masks, so I can be up, I can be down, I can be moody, I can be temperamental. That informs.
Judy Winslow is played by Jamie Foxworth. She's the youngest daughter and the youngest biological child of Carl and Harriet Winslow. She was 9 years old when the series began and remained in the series until she was 13. It has been suggested that she has a close relationship with her sister Laura. She attended elementary school and then attended junior high school for 6th grade. In 1989, Jamie Foxworth was 10 years old, and now she's 42 years old.
It's flavorful, it's flavorful. It has a 3-cheese blend of bacon cheddar, white cheddar, and nacho cheese, and I specifically picked out these flavors for you guys to get your snack.
Maxine Johnson is played by Sherry Johnson. She was Laura's best friend and Waldo's girlfriend until Waldo left the series. Maxine has been attracted to many handsome guys and has dated several boyfriends throughout the series, both sighted and unseen. In 1990, Sherry Johnson was 15 years old, and now she's 46 years old.
So they wanted to call and tell me what they wanted to pitch me, but they didn't want her to make that phone call because they didn't know how my reaction.
What do you think when the actors in Family Matters have aged significantly? Leave your comments below this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell to wait for our next videos. Thank you.